There's one very, very important thing that I also learned about, in our 8 years of marriage is no assumptions. No assumptions. You should never assume what people have in their mind. Whatsoever, whenever. You should never do that.
Communicate.
Communicate it. Ask the questions. Babe, this decision I want to make. Are you cool with it? You understand? I know that there are times when you can make a decision when it's like an emergency.
Yeah,
that's
you have to
different.
Make that tough call.
That is understandable.
Yeah.
But don't just get up in the middle of nothing is going on
and say,
you just said, I thought that. My God, that is gonna blow back.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you guys are partners.
Yeah.
Your relationship is a partnership also. And you guys are all bringing something to the table.
Yeah.
And I am her responsibility as she is my responsibility.
Yeah.
So no assumptions, guys. Please.
Communication
is key.
We've learned to communicate from feelings to whatever thing we've learned to communicate, and like effective communication is not like he said, it's assumption. Like seriously, you just assume I'm okay.
You just assume that since you are the man,
I'm supposed to be okay. Or I'm the woman. You know that women are like this, right? Wow. No, there are no assumptions. You communicate it. We lay the cards on the table. It's a partnership. It's not your world I'm living in. It's not my world.
What could be a good example? That could be this. What could be a good example?
You come back from work, you have a bad day, and I just assume.
Oh, that's a good
example. You just assume that I'm supposed to
understand
see your facial expression
and just
understand that you had a bad day. Or because
the kids are supposed to just understand. And not run to me and hug me and say, Daddy, welcome back home.
Did you not see that I was not looking okay? No, maybe I did not pay attention because I was giving you that hug, and also a pot was on the fire. I did not see your facial expression. I wasn't that concerned about your facial expression. So there is no assumption. You just assume that you heard my voice. From my voice, you would have known that. No. Communicate it. Have a clear communication about something. And when you communicate things, you are better served and you serve better. You teach people how to be loved, right?
And how to love
to love you. A lot of the times I've learned deep things about you just from us having deep conversations.
Yep.
A lot of the time it's crazy. The things we learn about each other just from talking.
Yeah,
and you're like, oh my God.
Communication is not just communication. Deep communication is very important. Not just communication like surface. Surface is important, but the deep ones, very, very important.
And creating a very conducive environment and a safe space to have certain conversation or to communicate certain things. Sometimes I have a very good thing that I want to tell you,
but
the timing is not the best. You are in the middle of editing this picture and you just want, and at that time it's like, but I just have to understand that right now this is where your mind is at. I have to just be patient. When you're done and find a good environment to talk about it. And that has solved or minimized conflict within us.
That's
communication.
True.
We've communicated, and because of that it just avoids future issues. And if I constantly tell you I don't like this thing, if you do it, it means you really maybe do not like me or you like violence, But if someone communicates something to you over and over, you learn to understand that this is who they are. Another thing I have learned, and that is high in our 8 years of marriage, is mutual respect.
Oh my God, that's a big one.
Mutual respect. I understand that before him being my husband and knowing that he's my head, I respect him first as a person.
True.
He might be my best friend. He might be my gist mate, but he's still my head and he's still a human, and I will not do something to him that I cannot do for myself. So there is mutual respect. There is respect. I respect his opinions. I respect his person. And it saves a lot. It's just a good thing. It's a kind thing. It's biblical. It's ethical. to just be respectful.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing. I respect you so much. You know that.
Yeah.
And I think it's very important because at the end of the day, you don't want someone to be with you and then they feel like you're talking down on them.
Yeah.
Or they feel like it's always about your way or the highway.
Or the highway.
Because you're the man of the house, so it's all about you.
Yeah.
Or the woman of the house is all about you. No.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, it's two equal people in a partnership. You know, so we have to respect each other. Especially, remember she said something like, when she got into marriage, then she understood that it's not only about love. Sometimes she wants her space.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too about having your space.
Yeah.
I know that now she's not in the right frame of mind to have this conversation.
I respect that.
And I respect that.
Yeah.
You understand? If she's feeling in a certain way and then I see the situation and then I'm looking at it and then I'm like, but why are you feeling so much like this?
Yeah.
This is nothing.
Oh my God.
You know, that happens a lot. Like, people do that a lot. You know, but I have to respect that I'm a man, maybe I will handle it differently from the way she's going to handle it. So she has her way of handling it, and I respect that.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, I'm going to let her handle it the way she can handle it. And then after, we can have a conversation about it.
Yeah.
And then I might tell her, but if it was me, this is how I handle it. But it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I respect you. I'm just giving her insight.
Yeah, so it's
not like I'm telling her that next time
you respect, even we respect our differences, right?
Yeah.
We respect the fact that you might love something else and I don't love it, and it's okay.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah, we also respect each other's differences.
Yeah.
We respect even our dislikes. We understand that, now the two has become one doesn't mean we must like everything. It must be my way, it must be your way.
No.
We understand that it's also okay that we might be on different parts. And it's fine.
And sometimes
I respect where you stand. I must not be there with you.
No.
But I'm okay here and we are okay right where we are.
Yeah, and that also comes with compromise. I could come with something and then it's mine and then she wants it and then I'm like, okay,
I know.
it's fine. And then sometimes too, she does that. So
you do it a lot.
Yeah, I know, I do it a lot.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Thank you. Yeah, so
yeah,
respect and understanding our differences, respecting even our differences, respecting each other's space, respecting our ideas, ideologies,
our beliefs.
Very, very so important. We respect each other, the person, and everything that comes with that person. Yeah.
I love you, babe.
I love you too.
Yeah, being intentional. See, this one, in fact, I'm not even close to having a hang of it. I'm so far away from having a hang of it. I'm very sure about that. And speaking on that fact that when you say you have to do something, you have to follow through. You need to see it through to the end. That's something that's so hard for me. Oh my God. But she does it easily. I don't know what kind of person she is.
It's not like easy.
No. For me, it's so hard. Like, I really want to do this thing and then I don't see it through. You know? Yeah, sometimes I see it through, but to me, it's not like it's hard, but it doesn't come up again. It's out of my mind. Before I discover, I'm like, oh my God, I was supposed to do this and I didn't do it. And then maybe she starts like, you didn't do it. So that part.
So the thing about me and intentionality is my knowledge and my understanding about intentionality.
Yeah.
The thing about bringing intention into each and everything I do, and just sometimes sticking to the things I say, which is not, babe, it's not easy. No. It's not easy. But then I am a Christ-like being, and God was very intentional. He did not do things anyhow. He brought intention into everything, and he is a man of integrity.
Yeah.
So true. I am high on integrity because the person I'm a follower of is very intentional. God is very intentional. Yeah, he is a man of integrity. The reason why I trust God, and I think a lot of you do, is that he says something and he does it.
Yeah.
God has not said something that he hasn't done.
No.
So if I'm a son and I want to be like Christ, that's something that I hold. I believe, like, don't say something you're not going to do. And the fact that you're going to pull through it doesn't mean it's easy. Doesn't mean it's not hard. Sometimes I cry my way through it. Sometimes I stress through it, but I have to get it done. If I say I'm going to do it, I try to do it. Is it easy? No. But are you going to do it? Yes. So it's a struggle. It's something that you keep working on. But I try. Have I fallen short? Of course. And that leads me to the next part. Forgiveness. It's high in every relationship, because I know I'm not 100%. I didn't marry a saint. I'm not one. So just the fact that I have fallen short in a lot of ways. The fact that I have made mistakes gives room for forgiveness. Not just for me, but knowing that he is not perfect. He is just a man. He might be the nicest man, but he's still a man.
Yeah.
Working or thriving towards perfection. So forgiveness is key. You have to give room for mistakes. Yeah, and letting go. And one thing I think I want to really stress on is the fact that you made it high on forgive and forget. See, guys, this is not I don't know how to say it, but this man, when he says I forgive you, he never brings it up. Like, you don't bring it up. Or even when we talk about it from a place
healthy,
of empowerment. Want to use a situation to learn. We are talking about it from healing and everything. So you don't say I forgive you, and then tomorrow something happens, you're like, but you remember the other day? Nope. No. When you say I forgive, mean it. Or if you've not gotten to that place yet, ask for more time. Or I'll just tell you, no, babe, I'm not yet there. Can we talk about it later? So that when I say it's okay, I mean it. It's okay. That's something I have learned, and because I built it in the beginning, it was not easy. To just be like, ignore, like, especially when someone does something similar to the previous crime. I'm tempted to be like, but that's how the other day. But then, the more you have taught me and I've learned and embraced it, it has done magic to our relationship.
Yeah, me too. That's done. I mean, like, things happen, and when something happens, you have two choices. Either you forgive and forget and start fixing it, or I'm not saying forget at the moment. Either you forgive and start looking for a solution, or let's do the blame game. Let's stay there and let it get worse. How's that going to help us?
How is that going to help us?
I'm not saying that you should just forgive immediately, but start finding a solution, a way out of the problem that the other person brought you guys into. And then after that, you guys can have that conversation. And then you can choose if you want to forgive later. But forgiveness should be at the forefront of your mind. Because it's your partner. I mean, she's my wife. Like I said, we are in the same team. Why would she want to do something that's gonna hurt me and her? Because if she's hurting me, she's hurting her and her kids, and she's hurting herself. So forgiveness is very big. It's very big for us. It's helped us a lot.
And another thing is, even when something happens, we are not superficial about it. You just say it's okay. No.
Oh my God.
No. We go deep.
We face it. We talk about it.
We have the tough conversations. Which is something that I feel like people should do more. People run away instead from the tough conversation and feel like everything is gonna be cheesy and rosy. No. The juice comes from the tough conversations. We face it face front.
It's a very ugly thing
to
do. But we do it.
Oh my God!
Sometimes I feel like entering in the ground.
I know, because I do it a lot. I know I'm guilty as charged, because I'll ask you a very tough a tough question, and when you're uncomfortable, right?
That's when.
And then I watch you get uncomfortable, and you are supposed to answer me. Because see, the truth is, we might sweep it under the rug.
Oh God.
But you're gonna face it.
It's gonna come up again.
And then maybe it comes up, on and on again. And then it stresses the relationship. Rather, let's just have one uncomfortable conversation about that topic, and then never come back to it again.
Or if it happens again, it's not going to be an often thing.
And that's why most often the things, the issues we've had in our relationship, we've not had it more than twice. No. When one thing happens, we dive deep.
We face it.
We face it. We
Feel
ask.
it.
We go through it. We cry about it. We dig deep so that it's not just to say it's okay.
Because there's a lot of lessons to be
making
learned.
sure
That the lessons
are learned. And that does not repeat itself again.
Yes.
Yeah.
No sweeping under the rug.
No.
If I was going to advise, I'll say don't sweep things under
the rug. No.
Face them. Have the
Face
uncomfortable
it. Oh my God.
conversation. You should have it. Rather than don't have it and then have to deal with it again. Like, I mean, we have seen so many beautiful couples.
Yeah.
I do a lot of weddings, in the past before. And, some of them, a lot of them, they're successful, but like the ones that they have issues. And then it boils down a lot to communication and facing these things.
Yeah.
I mean, something that was perfect, that would have been great.
Yeah.
Because of putting things under the rug. Okay, no, he's a man.
Yeah.
Let me just leave it. Okay, no, she's
I don't
a woman.
want to.
Women are like, no.
Babe, and then this one, they say, I don't want it to be like,
What? Really?
You don't want it to be like you're really angry, but you're really angry.
Express it. And that's the thing too about expression.
Yeah.
Expression is a very, very serious thing for us.
Yeah.
Because when you don't express, a lot happens after that. Things start piling up. It becomes a volcanic eruption someday.
Yeah. Which is like what you said. No one should assume.
No
Don't
assumptions.
assume that it's okay.
No.
Or don't assume that I should be okay because you said sorry.
Yeah.
No. Ask if I'm okay. Make sure that I'm okay. Do what you have to do to make sure that the situation is really okay. It's something also that we've talked about, carefrontation and not confrontation.
Yeah.
Knowing that we are a team and that at the end of the day, the goal is to solve that issue.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I care.
That's true.
At the end of the day, I still want to be in love with you. I still want to be married to you. I still want you to be the father of my children. So the goal still stands.
Yeah.
Regardless of anything that's happening along the way.
The
thing
goal,
is,
guys.
a lot of the times we've met with speed bumps and then turned them into a stop sign. Which at some point in our relationship we felt that. Because
we are not addressing
we did not address it, or we took something so little and then just because maybe I came in too hard, it became like shut down or okay, I'm done. Of which it was just something that needed you to just take a pause. Maybe I breathe and then we talk about it. Or I come to you to talk about it from a place of love and not an attack.
Yeah.
Sometimes I watch couples come at each other in a way that I'm like, after this, do they see? You understand? Do they still talk?
Do they still go home together?
You understand? Some become abusive, some become like
God.
really
Arrogant.
It gets really ugly. And I'm like, and that's why there's no name calling in our relation. No.
Oh my God.
You don't call me, because how then do you take the name? Whether you're angry or not angry, those things said cannot be taken back. And in the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh.
Yeah.
So if you can open your mouth and say those things, and I understand, we say things that are not so good when we are angry. But there are just some things that if you respect someone, you don't
say to them.
So we do more of carefrontation. I know that the situation is not the best, but I still care for the person. So I'm going to address it from a caring place.
Yeah.
So I will talk about it with respect. I will still be very I'll hit hard on the point. But there's a tone that you talk to someone and the first thing they do is they build a defense mechanism. And there is a tone that you talk to someone, and even if you are addressing a hard conversation, they can still, it's like you want to say something that is so hard, but you come with a bouncer on the floor that when the thing comes on, it doesn't break, it doesn't shatter, So you come with that, the love and understanding and everything, and the team playing or whatever is on the bottom. That whatever harsh thing or that uncomfortable thing that happened, comes on, you're still gonna survive. But sometimes we come too hard. We are like, someone does something that's bad. But the way you react to it,
oh my God,
it's like
it's even worse than
than the thing the person
it's like the punishment is worse than
too
the
much
crime.
than the crime. And then now we don't know if we should address the punishment
or the crime. I mean, even people standing from outside looking at it, they're like,
what?
Even if this person did this thing, is this what you would do to the person? Like, no. And then from there now, the message of confrontation is gone.
It's gone.
Now we don't know how to.
Yeah.
Now we are no longer talking about the person who did the crime. We are talking about the person who did the punishment.
Yeah.
And then the person who did the crime goes scot-free, and the person who did the punishment, we knew the person, and then after that, the person who did the crime will do it again. Because the person who is doing the punishment is always wild with the punishment.
Yeah.
No lessons being learned, you know.
Yeah,
and then there's something very important that I thought about it. I kind of forgot. That is giving each other's appreciation.
Oh.
You know, like when somebody does something good, tell them.
Yeah.
Express it to them. Now, wow, this thing that you did was really nice. I really like it. That's how you make people to treat you. That's how you show people to do more of the things that you like.
Yeah.
When you say it to them, now, wow, this thing you did was really nice. You know, of course, like, you know, we are not perfect. We make mistakes. So we are not high on highlighting the mistakes. We are more about highlighting the good things that in us.
Yeah,
we encourage more of the good things, you know, that we do to one another. You know, rather than talking and highlighting and praising the wrong things.
Give the same energy and more when it's good than when it's bad. Because you see some women, they talk more when the man does something that's bad. And when the man does something that is good, they're just like, oh, thank you.
And that's it.
Really?
Casual thinking.
Really? Yeah, so we give more energy to the good. I mean, like, it's crazy, and he's so good at it. I'm learning, and I try. But like, he would tell you exactly and call the names, the things by their names.
Don't just
I'm happy.
Surfacely.
Thank you so much for the way you handled this situation.
Yeah.
Thank you for this thing, those details. And sometimes he's going to say something and be like, did that thing really, was it something? It's like, yeah, that means a lot to me. I'm like, oh, okay. Means I should do more of that. You know, appreciation is, especially to us, but they needed to, you know, like just telling him, I love your hair, you did a fresh haircut, and it looks so nice. I love this style and stuff like that. It builds confidence too, you know, and really solidifies our relationship, because let's not put energy on the wrong things. Let's rather put energy on the right ones and really highlight the good rather than the bad.
Oh my God! I think if we keep talking, we're gonna.
Another thing.
Too long.
I'm sorry. I'm
not gonna talk after you talk. Please, like wrap it up. Like this is too long. Oh my God!
So another thing I've learned is there's a carnal side of marriage, which is a school of its own. You know, when we grew up and they were sending us out for marriage, or we chose marriage and they were telling us, our parents are like, you know, don't say no to your husband. You know, always give him what he wants. There were a lot that they did not tell us, and that's why sex education is very important. Yeah. Especially for the people who are participating in it. You know, a lot of things, and sexual energy and sexuality as a whole is not taught, and that's something I had to learn, and I'm still learning. It's a process, and that sex is not the act; it's an attitude. It's a persona. You know. And that is a build up. The act on its own is not the thing, which I feel like no one told me that. You understand?
Me too.
No one told me that. It's just like, it's just the action. No, it's not. It's a build up of a lot of things. It's
a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. How your day started, because there's no reason why you'll be mean to me the whole day and expect me to be nice to you at night.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Yeah, it doesn't work like that, you know. God has given us so much. God has given us minds that we can use it to create scenarios. We can use it to build up beautiful moments rather than just go straight to it.
Yeah. So these are some of the things that we've learned. We've learned communication, we've learned giving each other space, we've learned mutual respect, we have learned vulnerability, we have learned sex and sexuality, we have learned communication, we have learned carefrontation and not confrontation, we have learned that love is a choice. You know, you choose to be with someone. We have learned forgiveness and all of these things, and these are some of the things, the high things that we have learned in our relationship that has kept us going for 8 years.
Yes. 8
Happy
years.
anniversary again, babe.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you so much. I really just want to use this opportunity to say thank you. Thank you so much for all you do. I always get emotional, you know, because I see you work so hard, you know, to give us the life or just see us comfortable and happy. You always prioritize us. You put us first. Your family, I know, like, you know, there's one thing to know that your husband loves you and to know that you are his top priority. I know that after God in your life is your family. You are high on it. You are not ashamed of it. You've embraced us and everything. You've loved me in my wholeness with everything. I've seen you support me, support my dreams, support my goal. You make it a mission to make sure that I'm better than you made me. Thank you so much, and I love you. Our boys are so proud of you. You are such an exemplary father. You're so present and hands-on, and I can only pray that you become better. God keeps you. God gives you, grants you your own heart desires, and that God should help me to be a better wife to you, you know, to better serve you and to be a support system for you just as you are to me. And that just as the Bible said that he who finds a wife finds favor. May favor always never leave you. May you find favor just because you found me.
Amen.
And may I have the wisdom to really never make you feel or regret being with me, you know. I really want to be a good wife to you and a good mom to our children, and to make it memorable for you, you know, to give you all the memories, the beautiful memories that you always hold and no one can take from you. But thank you again so much for who you are and what you do.
Thank you so much. I mean, that's so beautiful.
You're welcome.
That's more. Those words are so beautiful. I haven't heard something that beautiful for a very long time. I mean, all of that in one video.
I know.
You know, and I love you so much, and I don't take it for granted, the things you have said, and I don't take it for granted or our kids and the relationship we have.
Yeah.
You know, I know that when it comes to expressing words, I'm not the best, you know, but I try, you know.
Yeah.
And I love you so much. I love the fact that, you know, you're always supportive, you know, like especially when it comes to matters of the mind. You know, that's a place where you helped me so much, to grow myself, to grow my business, my career, you know, and also to be a better father, you know, to my boys, and a better husband to you. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
You know, I actually walked into marriage as an illiterate. I knew nothing, you know. For some reason, she had a lot of experience than me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
He always says this.
Yeah.
He always says it. Like,
I
when
asked
did
her,
I
like,
get it?
how did you know? She's like, you didn't know. I'm like, no, I didn't know. And I'm like, please tell me more.
Let me see, you're the best student ever, because now I'm learning so much. Like,
oh man, like seriously, babe.
Thank you.
I love you so much.
I always put me.
I know.
So thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
sticking in and watching right up to the end.
Yeah.
If you like something like this, let us know.
Yeah.
Bring you into our world.
Definitely.
And I hope you learned something.
Yeah. And if you have any questions, guys,
just
ask it down in the comments.
We'll
try to answer.
We are going to try to answer and as honest as we can. And bye. Until next time. Happy anniversary again, baby.
Happy anniversary, boo.